Hello fellow colorists, Jody here. Quick intro to today's video. First off, happy Friday. Welcome to the start of hopefully a great weekend for you. Today's video is going to be a voiceover, so I thought I'd come on and introduce myself a little bit because today I'm going to be completing the tag Get to Know Me, and I was tagged by Amanda Colors, my coloring friend from down under Australia. So hello Amanda, I'm completing the tag, so thank you for tagging me. I will also list there's 20 questions. I will list them in the description box below. If you are a fellow colorist on YouTube here, I welcome you to complete the tag and then include Amanda Colors as the host of the tag so that she sees your video, and I hope to see your video too. So as I mentioned, this is going to be a voiceover. I completed a page in January as part of my Johanna in January 2023 tag, and I completed this picture, and it is the artist edition, so it's quite large as you can see, and I had filmed the footage for that, so I've got about 20 minutes of footage for that, and hopefully I can answer all 20 questions within that time. So I will be going through the questions quickly. So thank you again to Amanda for tagging me, and I hope you enjoy the question and answer period and get to know me a little better. See you later. Here we are for the voiceover, and I've redone this numerous times, so I do know that I have time to actually tell you what's going on the screen and what I'm doing with the page, and also answer all 20 questions. So right now I'm taking a Crafter's Square stencil that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just adding a few small fish to the page. It just had one big fish on the page, and I thought the fish looked a little lonely, so I'm just using a micron pen and adding some fish. So my first question is, where do you live? And if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I live on an acreage outside a city. I live in Alberta, Canada, and we enjoy winter tongue-in-cheek for about 7 months out of the year. So right now I'm still in the middle of winter. Number 2, when did you start coloring? And as an adult, I started coloring in 2016, so about 7 years ago. Number 3, why did you start your YouTube channel? Before I tell you that, I'll just point out that on screen now I'm using an old paintbrush, and I am applying the drawing gum as a protector where the air bubbles are, and also around most of the fish. I'm protecting the edges so I don't have to be as careful when I'm applying the silky gel crayon to the background. So my answer for number 3 is, why did you start a YouTube channel? Is I started it because I had just finished Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, and I wanted to share the book, and my my husband had already seen it, my son had seen it, and they didn't need to see it anymore, so I decided to film it and put it on YouTube, and it's actually one of my highest viewed videos, so I'm pretty proud of that. On screen, I'm just using 3 different colors of silky gel crayon, putting them on with a makeup brush, and I'm leaving it modeled because I want it to look like there's a bit of movement, so I'm not trying to make it smooth. Number 4, other than coloring, what do you like to do in your free time? And I do a lot of reading. I also listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I actually get my audiobooks by downloading them from my local library, and I would recommend anybody checking out their local libraries and seeing what services they provide. I don't even have to leave my house to check out books. Download right onto my iPad, and it's pretty convenient. Right now you're seeing me take gelato and a stencil, and I end up only using the white iridescent gelato, because I had initially thought I might use both the blue and the white, but I liked the way the white was looking, and I'm just trying to add a bit of movement to the background to make it look kind of like waves or that the fish are making the water ripple. Number 5, what do you do for work? And I'm semi-retired. Health issues make it impossible for me to work outside the home, especially now that I'm on 24-hour oxygen. So it's a little hard to go out and about and see clients. I'm a consultant, and I'm actually an accountant, and I do oil and gas accounting for an oil and gas company. So I do that from home part-time. The background is finished. I've removed the gum here, and I'm ready to start with the actual picture itself. I'm just showing you which gum I used. I'm going to now use Blick Studio colored pencils and a few other things that you'll see later on in the video. But this is just showing you how I cleaned up using an eraser, any background that over the crayon got onto. So that's that. Okay, just showing you my set of Blick Studio pencils that we're going to be using. Back to voiceover Jody here. Number 6. What are 3 random facts about you? I kind of had to think about that for a bit. But 3 random facts that you wouldn't know as a colorist is 1, I am adopted. I am one of 6 kids in our family, but I am the only adopted one. Second fact is I was homeschooled due to health reasons for about 3 years in elementary school, and I still finished grade 12 on time, so I was pretty happy about that. And third random fact is I'm 4'9" and quite light, and I played the alto sax in high school. So yeah, pretty proud of the fact that I was able to do that, but it's also a random fact. Number 7, what is your favorite coloring book right now? And I will put a picture of it on the screen here. It is The Way Home by Morgan O'Brien, and it's not for the paper, and that's for sure because it's Amazon printed, but the pictures and my love of Grogu. So they're just fun little pictures that are easy to complete, although I just can't seem to not do a background on the page. So number 8, what are your favorite mediums? And if you check out what I'm doing right now on screen, you will see that they are colored pencils. So that's my favorite medium, although right now I am having quite a bit of fun with water soluble items. So I've been using my Albert Durr pencils, my Gravitint, and my Staedtler graphite tinted water soluble pencils. So those are probably my favorite mediums. Number 9, how many coloring books have you completed? And I went back and confirmed before answering these questions, and I have completed 6. And there is a playlist on my channel of completed books. I didn't do one for the completed book that I did in December, which was the Advent calendar book, which was, whoa, that was a lot of work. But so all but that is in the playlist. I'm just right now blending with 3 different colors, or possibly 4 actually, 4 different colors, and I use those same colors kind of throughout those little swirly bits, as you will soon find out. Number 10, do you have any secret skills? Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret, so I'm gonna have to say no, it's a secret. Number 11, do you collect anything? Yes, I collect eggs. They can be wooden, they can be ceramic, they can be actual eggs, hand-blown eggs, glass eggs, it doesn't matter. I just think that eggs are beautiful, and I will put on screen 2 pictures of some of my collections. Right now I'm just doing some shading with more pencil. This was a large fish, and it took a long time to do all this pencil work. So you are not seeing all of it, just some of the highlights, thank goodness. So number 12 is, what is your greatest accomplishment in life so far? So other than obviously having my son, I mean, that's a big accomplishment, my accounting designation is probably my biggest accomplishment. It was something I started when I was still single. Then I was working full-time, I got married, I had a child, and I did all this while taking it through night school. So it took me 13 years to finish my accounting designation, but I am a chartered professional accountant, and pretty proud of that. Here I am using some Fine Tech gold paint on some of those swirly bits. I just wanted them to, I mean, it's a goldfish, so it's going to have some gold on it, is what I was thinking. But okay, number 13 is, what is your favorite childhood memory? And probably spending time with my brothers and sisters. Like I said, there were 6 kids total. We went to baton contests because my sister twirled baton, and I also did that for a short time as well. We did a lot of riding horses. We had pony club, so lots of fun things to remember, but they generally have to do with spending time with my brothers and sisters. So here I am using a Sparkle Pop gel pen to do some of the smaller ones that were just too small to use the paint. And I thought a little bit of contrast would be good on the page. So number 14, what are you passionate about? I thought long and hard about this one, and I think that I'm actually quite passionate about recycling. I live on an acreage, so we do not have garbage pickup here. It really does make you aware of garbage and composting and everything, you know, what you're doing with what you bring into your house. So I'm quite passionate about recycling. 15, what is something that you always makes you smile? And I would have to say it's my dogs. They play together, they chase each other, they're just a joy to watch. They always bring a smile to my face. I miss them when I'm not with them, and yeah, so I would say it's my dogs. On screen here, I'm just showing you where I used the glossy accents. So on top of the little watch, on top of the eyeball, and all of the air bubbles, I used the glossy accents. Back to more colored pencil. And back to the questions. So number 16 is, name 3 coloring books that are on your wish list. Well, I just had a January haul video, so really I shouldn't have anything on my wish list, but I have 3 items that I thought of, and that is the Rita Berman Asia book, Johanna Basford's Room of Wonder, I still don't have that, and the Erie's fairy tale book. I also don't own that. It's quite hard to get Erie books without spending an arm and a leg, so they will stay on my wish list for a while. Number 17, what is your favorite random fact? Well, I think this goes back to number 14, which is recycling, and something that random fact is, you cannot recycle chip bags, and I think that that's just ridiculous. So yeah, recycling chip bags is a no-go here in Alberta, and I wish that we could. It would make me feel less guilty about eating chips. Number 18, what coloring book do you wish existed? I just wish that Amazon would actually use better paper. So any coloring book from Amazon that actually had decent paper would be nice. I also would like to see more hardcover books, even though I do like to disc bind all my books. When I do buy a hardcover book, I don't obviously take it apart and disc bind it, but yeah, books with better paper So it doesn't have to be a specific book, but another Grogu book wouldn't ever go amiss. Right now I'm just using my Copic blender. It has Gamsol in an empty Copic marker, and I use it as a blending tool. So I'm just going through and doing a bit of blending on certain parts of the fish. Now we're back to more colored pencil, and I'm going to talk about number 19, which is what is a challenge you have faced and overcome. And my health has been a challenge my whole life. I have been living with a disability right from the start of life, and you know, all it's done is made me learn to adapt and face challenges more creatively, including, you know, oxygen 24/7 for the last 3 years. It's something that's with me for the rest of my life, and if you want to get out and about, you just learn to budget your time wisely, bring extra oxygen tanks. You know, there's still lots of life left to live, and you just face those challenges and move on with what needs to be done. So yeah, I think we all have challenges, and I think that definitely they're worth overcoming. So if anybody's struggling right now, I hope you're doing okay. And number 20 is, what is the strangest food combinations you would enjoy? Well, my husband was Chinese, so he didn't ever eat toast, nor did he really eat bread much. So he thought that this was quite strange, so I'll pass that on. Is toast with Cheese Whiz and sliced onions, or toast with Cheese Whiz and sliced tomato. Basically, toast and Cheese Whiz with any other additive he thought was awfully strange. So that's what I'm going to say is the strangest food that combinations I enjoy. So for the rest of the video, I'm going to let you watch with a little bit of music and see how I complete this page. We're getting close to the end. I do thank you for listening this far. Comment down below if you liked any of my answers, which one maybe surprised you the most. On screen here, I'm just taking a micron pen and adding some detail to these little fishies. I am then going to color them up, and I end up using a bit of Winsor Newton iridescent medium on the clownfish to add some interest to them, and I really like how they turned out. So I'll let you enjoy the rest of the video. I hope you have a super week, and I'll see you on Sunday with my next video. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye. Bye.